Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning, everybody. The time is 6 o'clock on your Friday, February 7th. Right now we're taking a live look out at Phoenix. I-5 looking clear, some clouds still overhead. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Tim Quitadamo. We first want to turn to Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress for another look at this winter storm. On the way out, but some of the higher mountain passes might be pretty treacherous.
Yeah, this morning not looking great if you're driving along the passes. Some areas even into Northern California and on the east side. Road conditions, I would definitely wait until the afternoon if you have to head out, and then we could see definitely some improvement. But check it out on radar. Where we're still seeing some lighter showers are along the Cascades over to the east side, picking up some light returns as we're into Josephine and Curry County, but not going to be causing too many major impacts as we're heading throughout our morning. It is mainly that snow left over from yesterday and those cold temperatures making roads slick in areas. So definitely towards Weed this morning, near Mount Shasta. We're also seeing snowy road conditions near Snowman Summit. So just take some extra time or wait to head out on the roads this morning. Those current temperatures, 30 degrees in Klamath Falls, 27 in Lakeview, 31 in Montague, areas into our west side valleys. That cloud coverage has helped keep those temperatures a bit warmer this morning, so that's helping with those road conditions, but areas below freezing, expect to see slick road conditions in areas of ice. But today's forecast, we're expecting lingering showers, very light throughout the day, but as we head into the afternoon, conditions improve greatly. We'll see breaks of sunshine and it'll be rather pleasant to be out. So temperatures in our west side valleys into the 40s, east of the Cascades, still rather chilly, into the 30s for your highs today, same into Northern California, but the coast will be rather mild with your highs into the mid 40s for the day. Now taking a look at the next 3 days into the Klamath Basin, we've seen a lot of snow over this past week. Now we're not likely going to be receiving more snow through the weekend, but it's going to be very cold waking up in the morning. We'll talk more about what you can expect for those very chilly morning temperatures coming up in our next morning forecast.
Sarah, thank you. And as we're finally seeing this winter storm move out of the region, we do still have some school closures and delays for you this morning. Klamath County School District and Klamath Falls City Schools have announced they will be closed today, along with Ashland Schools, Pinehurst School District, and College of the Siskiyous. In the last hour, the Oregon Institute of Technology and Dunsmuir High School have announced their closures as well. Schools with 2-hour delays this morning include Central Point, Eagle Point, Phoenix Talent, Medford, Sacred Heart, and St. Mary's. Rogue River School District has announced a 1-hour delay. We're monitoring more delays and closures this morning as they come in. You can find the full list of closures and delays, as always, on kdrv.com. Meanwhile, parks around the Rogue Valley have been taking some serious damage this week. Medford City parks are being impacted by fallen trees that you're looking at on your screens right now. Crews are already working to assess damage and clear debris. This may take several weeks, though, and the city asks park goers to remain cautious if you encounter these damages. The city of Ashland still has its parks closed this morning. I got the chance to take a look at park damage firsthand in Lithia Park yesterday morning. A lot of downed trees and some branches still hanging up in trees' canopies, all caused by this snow. Ashland Parks and Recreation says damages from the storm are raising safety concerns, and staff need time to assess and address hazards. The closure of city parks is in effect until further notice. We'll keep you posted. The Phoenix Police Department tells us this morning a structure near 1st and West Streets has started to collapse. The roof of the building has caved in and suffered serious damages due to snow accumulation. Power has been shut off to this building, as well as gas lines, and residents may lose power in the area. But there are no other public safety concerns at this time. There are no road closures either, but residents are being advised to drive carefully when traveling past this building. We're also seeing personal property crumble as well as city infrastructure from heavy snow this week. NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker was at the location of a fallen carport that NewsWatch 12 told you about, which had a man trapped underneath it.
You said the carport fell?
The carport collapsed. He got a carport when he's underneath of it. This was the 911 call that saved Michael Watkins' life after his carport collapsed, crushing him under thousands of pounds.
And I went over and I looked up at the rafters and they had started pulling away. And I thought, well, that's not good either. And just about that time, wham, it came down.
The weight of snow, metal, and wood kept him pinned to the ground.
Well, I was going to try and pull myself out from under and get over to where it was higher, and then I stopped and rested, and I thought, boy, this hurts, you know. It's like, and then I just started hollering, help, help, help.
Someone walking by called 911.
I don't live here, ma'am. I was just walking by and I heard somebody yelling help.
He's still unsure who made the call, but is thankful that they leapt into action, and for the community that keeps an eye on each other.
It made me feel really good. You know, it did. It's like we've been here, we lived here, my wife and I have lived here for 52 years.
Despite upwards of 1,000 pounds landing on him, the worst damage to him was some cuts and bruises. He knows if he was standing a foot in any direction, he wouldn't have left the hospital.
I'll tell you, I feel very lucky because it could have killed me.
Surviving an incident that could have easily turned deadly leaves Watkins to embrace what he has.
It kind of makes me appreciate life more when you know you had something like this happen and you think what could have happened.
Reporting in Medford, I'm Rocky Walker.
As you might imagine, these snow days are keeping first responders busy. The Grants Pass Communications Center handling more than 1,000 calls this week. More than 700 of those calls were made for Grants Pass police, with AMR responding to more than 300, and even in the winter, ODF getting calls in this climate. As a reminder, Emergency Communications of Southern Oregon are reminding you that 911 is for emergencies only. So here are some non-emergency numbers to call when you're looking for information. You can call these hotlines to get access to police, fire, or medical help. Klamath County Sheriff's Office is offering immediate extraction for residents in certain areas of Siskiyou County. Those areas include Bly Mountain, Sycan Estates, and Klamath Forest Estates. The Sheriff's Office says you can call 911 and share your address or coordinates and the number of people that will need to be extracted. Klamath Falls Police Department is also asking residents to shovel their sidewalks and be cautious of pedestrians when driving after one person died earlier this week. They say clearing sidewalks helps keep pedestrians off the roadways and helps keep everybody safe. This week we've been bringing you non-stop snow coverage from power outages, school closures, and much more. We want to recap what the region has seen this week from this historic storm.
Now we are dealing with snow even as we're heading into Medford this morning. Ashland received quite a bit as we started off this morning and will continue throughout the day.
I'm going to plow this road as if every car out here is my family, and I want them to get to where they're going as safely as possible.
We have some breaking news tonight out of Ashland. Much of the Rogue Valley is staying home through the snow, and many residents are also faced with power outages tonight. Jackson County Sheriff's Office deputies responding to multiple car crashes, including this school bus on Griffin Creek Road, which slid into a ditch and was hit head-on by a passing car.
I heard this loud crash. It kind of sounded like a car crash that was literally happening right outside my door, a huge car crash. And my daughter says, "Oh my God, Dad, the tree just fell."
But the next winter storm is on the way for tomorrow. A large swath of some moderate to heavy snow again on the way for much of the region.
We know that this can be a hardship, but we want folks to know that our crews, most of them, they live in these communities as well. They're out there working in these difficult conditions to try to get the power restored for their neighbors, and they're highly motivated to do that.
It really is a destructive scene when you look at it. This fell down, crushing their father.
Well, I was going to try and pull myself out from under and get over to where it was higher, and then I stopped and rested, and I thought, boy, this hurts, you know. It's like, and then I just started hollering, help, help, help.
Onto a developing story, we're learning about a car crash into a popular burger joint in Eugene that landed one employee in the hospital. This happened at the family-owned Gotcha Burger on 7th Avenue and Chambers Street. Eugene police say a 43-year-old man was waiting in line at the food stand. When it was his turn to drive forward, police say his accelerator pedal got stuck. He then turned to avoid the car in front, crashing into the building.
Propane tanks were out there. If that car made just a little bit more contact, you don't know what could have happened. Not only did he destroy our cart, but he almost killed 4 people.
Eugene police say because intoxication did not appear to be a factor and the crash appeared to be an accident, no violations were issued because Oregon law doesn't allow violations to be issued in private parking lots. The owners say they are exploring the possibility of pressing charges. For now, they're serving customers out of their nearby food truck.
Roads not looking bad into the Rogue Valley. Medford pretty clear this morning. Maybe some slick areas with some leftover snow, but overall not going to impact your commute. But areas we are tracking this morning are along the Cascade Passes, east of the Cascades, and areas into Northern California that received a lot of snow overnight. We're dealing with lighter showers this morning, but we'll see some breaks into the afternoon, sunshine making its way back in. Some breezy conditions for the mountains and the east side, but overall it's looking like we're finally steering clear of a lot of this winter weather. I'll break down what we can expect through the weekend coming up in our next forecast.